Welcome. I am Ellen Piekolkiewicz, Executive Director of United Partners for Human Services. I am pleased to welcome you to the third and last webinar in the UPHS 2015 webinar series. Each webinar, including today's, will be posted to the UPHS website after the live event, which is uphsfl.org. The first two webinars in the 2015 series, LinkedIn for Nonprofit Professionals and 6 Strategies for Active Supervision, have been archived to the website already. The webinars from the 2014 series can also be found there. If you are participating today in the live webinar, you will be able to engage in the Q&A portion, which will be held at the end of the presentation. You are encouraged throughout the webinar to post your questions that will be then answered at the end. Today's webinar is #GivingTuesday, Plans at Work, and I'm pleased to introduce our instructors, Jessica Lowe-Minor, Executive Director for the Institute for Nonprofit Innovation and Excellence, and Colette Podgorski, Director of Development, Florida State University. Welcome to our presenters. Jessica, you're up next.
Thank you so much, Ellen, and I'm very excited to join everyone today. My name is Jessica Lowe-Minor. I am the Executive Director of the Institute for Nonprofit Innovation and Excellence, and we are so pleased to be a part of the group, the coalition, that is working on a local campaign to highlight Giving Tuesday and to involve our local nonprofit community in this international nonprofit initiative. So the first thing I want to do is talk a little bit about Giving Tuesday. We're having a little bit of a technical glitch. We'll get that worked out. Okay, so Giving Tuesday is actually part of the holiday season. It is a relatively new initiative. It was started in 2012, and essentially it is an initiative to encourage folks to make philanthropy and giving part of their holiday programming. So essentially we have Thanksgiving on a Thursday. The next day is Black Friday, which kind of signals the start of the holiday shopping season. We have Cyber Monday after that, and then Giving Tuesday is the next day. So this year, Giving Tuesday will take place on December 1st, 2015. So how does it work? So as I mentioned, it has been 3 years since it was created in 2012, and the campaign has engaged more than 30,000 organizations around the world, raising $45 million for nonprofits worldwide. And we have a few examples of some nonprofits that have really utilized the energy and the momentum around Giving Tuesday to help generate awareness about the work that they're doing and to raise money for their own organizations. So we'll give a few really good examples right now. Okay, so first off, we have an example from Brown University. This is a really poignant video that was actually generated by the Brown Annual Fund, essentially Brown's foundation, to speak about why Giving Tuesday is important and let people know a little bit about the initiative. Okay, so you can see part of the reason that that video was so effective is that it not only engaged, oh, hang on. Sorry, everyone. We just had a little technical glitch. It happens on webinars. Okay, so part of the reason the Brown University campaign was so effective was that they really found a visual way to tell their story. They tied it into the momentum that's generated on Giving Tuesday and the kind of global awareness that Giving Tuesday is trying to establish regarding philanthropy, volunteerism, donating, charity, and then they took all of that energy and they tied it back to their own mission, their own goals, and also directed donors directly to their own donation page for Brown University. So that's a really good example of what nonprofits can do, is to really take some of the energy and enthusiasm that Giving Tuesday is creating, and then try to channel that back to your own organization. Another good example is the citywide campaign, Be More Gives More, which was actually the city of Baltimore's campaign last year. So they actually raised $5.7 million for 300 of the city's nonprofits in just 24 hours on Giving Tuesday in 2014. And you'll be able to see an example of that here. Okay, so this is their website that they created. You can see it's very graphic, it's very straightforward. So one city in 24 hours raised $5.7 million for 300 nonprofits. They had a social media army, they had 200 local business partners, and we're actually going to be replicating that same style of campaign here locally. So our campaign, drum roll, is Big Bend Gives Back. So essentially, this is going to be the Big Bend region version of the Be More, Give More campaign. So bigbendgivesback.org is the website, and we're going to take a quick tour of this website so that you can really see how this website can be used to drive participation locally in Giving Tuesday, and also to steer donations and volunteers towards your own nonprofit organizations. So the page that I'm on right now is the home page, and you can see December 1st, 2015 is the date. So what is Big Bend Gives Back? We have a day for giving thanks. We have 2 for getting deals. Now we have Giving Tuesday, a global day dedicated to giving back. And you can see this kind of explains what the campaign is. Join the Big Bend Gives Back and Giving Tuesday campaigns and raising awareness for our local nonprofits and organizations this year. So one thing that we encourage everybody to do, and you can even do it right after this call, is to like this campaign on Facebook. Part of the way that Giving Tuesday is so successful is because it really is relying on everybody's social media activity in order to generate awareness about the campaign and to kind of create a little bit of a buzz around Giving Tuesday. That's what we want to do through Big Bend Gives Back, is to really encourage everybody to share it, to like it on social media. By the time December 1st comes around, we want to have such an excitement and enthusiasm around this campaign that on December 1st, their friends are talking to each other saying, hey, have you already given for Big Bend Gives Back? Have you already given for Giving Tuesday today? So it'll become kind of a thing. All right, so this is this is the iGrow farm here. How to get involved in Giving Tuesday. Donate your time, donate your money, donate your social media posts, just donate. And then these are the 6 organizations who've really been involved in helping to get Big Bend Gives Back off the ground. So we have the Association of Fundraising Professionals, Big Bend chapter, the organization that I work for, INI, United Partners for Human Services, the Community Foundation of North Florida, United Way of the Big Bend, and also COCA have all been involved in getting this campaign going. Okay, so here we have Big Bend Nonprofits. This is right now a list of all of the organizations that are members of any of the 6 agencies that I just mentioned. So essentially this is a starting point, and if you're a member of any of COCA, of UPHS, of the United Way, of AFP, you are already, or if you have a Find, Learn, Give profile or an endowment with the Community Foundation of North Florida, your organization is already listed here. And so you can use this website as a tool to refer people to the website, to have them find you, and to donate, to learn more about Big Bend Gives Back, but ultimately we want them to be donating to your organizations. And so you can see here, let's look at the Florida Historic Capitol Museum. This link will take them right to that organization's donation page. And so, again, we want you to use this website as a portal to help people get more information about Big Bend Gives Back, but also to donate directly to your organizations. We have some social tools on this site. So here are some images, some things that you can use to help stimulate interest in the Big Bend Gives Back campaign via your social media, via your websites. You can actually just save these images and post them directly to your Facebook, your Twitter pages, your Instagram pages, and also feel free to make your own images. You can, take images that you have from your own organizations and post them, encourage people to use the hashtag Big Bend Gives Back and hashtag Giving Tuesday as ways to generate enthusiasm around the campaign. And then finally, we have a Get Involved tag. So this is more for individuals who would like to get involved in the Big Bend Gives Back campaign. We're particularly looking for people who have a lot of social media experience and who enjoy social media. That's going to be the primary way that this campaign is publicized. So if you know someone who is on Facebook all the time and they have a heart for nonprofits, please encourage them to sign up to get involved, because we could really use their networks and their skill set to help all of you raise money on December 1st this year. So with that being said, I want to turn it over to Colette Podgorski with the Association of Fundraising Professionals Big Bend Chapter to talk about some easy ways for local nonprofits to get involved in the campaign.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and thank you, Jessica and Ellen. Well, where are you going, Jessica? Okay. All right. So we're going to go over five easy ways for you to get involved. First is the website, Big Bend Gives Back, the one that Jessica was just showing you. Make sure you go on there, check out your organization's page or their link, make sure it goes where you want it to go, and that your donation page is up to date, and that each donor or prospective donor that could be giving to your organization doesn't have to do multiple clicks, that it's very easy to give. So that is step one. Step two is we are going to have a press conference, the 6 organizations, and we want to invite all of you and all the nonprofits, your friends, your board members out on November 10th at 10 a.m. at Lake Ella. And we want to spread the news about what we're doing. We are also going to have Big Bend Gives Back shirts that you can buy to wear that day, to maybe to wear on December 1st, to really let everyone in the Big Bend area know what we're doing and know about the nonprofit sector and how to raise money and awareness for your organization. Step 3, make a splash on social media. So I have put all of the handles for the organizations, and each of these organizations are going to be posting about Giving Tuesday leading up, and we encourage you to share those posts. You can copy them, you can make them your own personal, your organizations, and we also have a it's Giving Tuesday Big Bend Facebook page, which is you can like on the website. But there's Instagram and Twitter. So remember to share photos, to have your board members and your constituents that you work with share it, because the goal is to really flood social media. Here are some examples. Remember to always use the Big Bend Gives Back hashtag and the Giving Tuesday hashtag on social media, and share the love. Here are a few examples. You can go back and check it out later, copy them however you want. These are just more general ones, not geared to your organization, more geared to Tallahassee, the Big Bend, the community. So and then here is Unselfie is kind of the motive of Giving Tuesday nationally, and this can be printed out, and you can take a picture. People can write in it, I give because I love philanthropy, or I give because I love kids, I give because I want to cure cancer, whichever the reason is. And then you can take pictures of your donors or prospects or clients holding this slide or these pictures, and share that on social media as well. Next, we suggest that you send 1 to 2 email messages about Giving Tuesday to your supporter list. And remember, again, board members, supporters, get them involved, and to share your social media post. Here's another example of the day of email, just so it's there. You can use it as a tool and to make your life easier, and so we can make sure we splash the market. Where'd it go? Okay. And then the last thing that we ask you to do is to track your donations that come in that 24 hours on December 1st, and then email your final total to anyoffice@gmail.com. This way we can know what we did and how we want to set a record for next year. And the last question, or the last thing, is questions, and we look forward to helping you. What is it? Okay. If we're not added to the list, how can we be added to the site? If you are a nonprofit, you can email any of the organizations or myself or Jessica, and our emails are Podgorski@fsu.edu, and then the anyoffice@gmail.com would be the best way, or you can actually even do it on the site. How can they be added? So everybody wants to know how you can be added. So that's, okay, there's a lot. Would you recommend mobile fundraising? Absolutely. There's no reason you couldn't be mobile, and that's how people hashtag on their phones, and you can do social media on your phone. Please give any email address again. It's INIE office, OFFICE, @gmail.com. For corrections to the website links on the Big Bend Giving website, who do we contact? Just send it to the anyoffice@gmail.com. and we will get that to our fabulous web designer. Why are some agencies highlighted on the agency listings? Let's go to that. Is that how you, did I click the wrong? Oh God. The ones that are not highlighted are the ones that do not have links, that are not connected to a donate page at this time. Are we supposed to partner with a specific business or just use the method via Big Ben Gives Back? The more organizations, the more businesses you get involved, the better it will help the community and the campaign as a whole. However, you don't have to partner with anybody. Anybody can use Big Ben Gives Back. It's not targeted to one of the 6 collaborated partners. It's not to one organization. It's to the whole community to raise awareness about Giving Tuesday. Will the North Florida Endowment Match Day tie into this? No, their match day is November 5th, I believe. And so we are holding the press conference and everything after that. So the endowment match is separate from North Florida. However, the people that have Find, Learn, Give, the nonprofits that have Find, Learn, Give will also be, can also participate in Giving Tuesday, of course. If you're already a member of one of the 6 organizations, we are set as far as Giving Tuesday effort goes. Correct. That is absolutely correct. You are set. If your organization is listed on this site and the giving page is good to go, then just start sharing on social media. Spread the news, send your emails, get the word out there. Other than that, you don't have to do anything. Is the presentation available after our call? Yes, it will be archived on the United Partners of Human Services website via the YouTube channel. What is the agenda for the press conference kickoff? We are still working all the details out on that. However, we've contacted leadership within Tallahassee to be there. We would love your executive directors to be there, your fundraisers, your board members, anybody that loves philanthropy and really wants, we want to splash the market, get everyone there. Can we use matching dollars for contributions through Giving Tuesday? If you have a donor that says beforehand, hey, I will give you $1,000 for the first 1,000 you raise, then that's 2,000, or match it. However you want to use that on your donors, absolutely, because it's all about social media. So getting it out there and line up those people beforehand. Talk to your key donors. Ask them to, will you be willing to do this? Would you be willing to match the total of the whole day? Would you be willing to match this hour? Getting those people involved before and spreading it and letting people know the day of, that's a great idea. Are members of one of the 6 organizations able to, or only members of one of the 6 organizations able to participate? No. as long as you are a nonprofit, you are 100% eligible to participate. How we started with this is this got a lot of the organizations by having the 6 parent organizations list their members, is how we were able to get everybody involved, a good start. So you can absolutely join as long as you're a nonprofit. Who do we contact to link my listing? If you just send your email to anyoffice@gmail.com, we will make sure that we get it up there. I think that's all the questions. Is that all the questions? If we missed your question, would you type it in? Okay, do all the nonprofits have to be a 501c3 to participate? Yes. All right, are there any more questions? All right, thank you all so much.